Hey guys, latest news with Crypto Marie local and international. Jermaine Dupri gets absolutely cooked for his take on Kamala Harris's lack of action. When I heard this story, guys, I kind of take a deep breath and say, my goodness. To all those brothers out there or sisters that feel like former President Donald Trump is a better choice, I want you to tell me, what has he done for you lately to make you feel that way? And when it comes to those celebrities speaking up their mind, why regular people are listening to those idiots? Number one, they have fame and money. They are living rent free. So whether it's former President Donald Trump or VP Kamala Harris, it would not affect their way of living. You have to stop being stupid, ignorant, dumb to listen to those celebrities. They are not in your shoes. They will never be in your shoes and in your situation when you're living a 9-to-5 job, living paycheck to paycheck. You have to understand that. Those people are speaking out of their asses. They have no idea what a regular American life is on a daily basis. They have no clue. Back then they might grew up in the hood. They might see their mom and dad suffering, or being evicted, or don't have a place to stay, living in shelters to shelters. But for some reason, when our brothers made it to the next level, they forgot where they came from. They forgot things were not how they are living right now. They kind of erased the chapter of being broke, poor, and barely making it. So when I hear these idiots open their mouth saying, when you say, okay, VP Kamala Harris is in the White House right now, and you don't think she will be able to handle all the issues, all the problem that America are dealing with, which other president was able to do that? When you are VP, you're the second in command. You don't have much to say or do. You have to go with what the president, the number one person, is doing and say. You can give your opinion. I don't even think it's matter. Whatever the man in chief is saying, soon to be the woman in chief, you go with the flow. So at the end of the day, Jermaine Dupri or any other celebrities coming up attacking VP Kamala Harris, I feel like it's a sexist thing. They feel like, okay, if I'm a man, I don't feel like I should have a woman in charge of me or tell me what to do or control this great country. At the end of the day, if you go in history, if you see states, countries that women are in charge of, they are doing way better than men. Women are very prone to make sure things are done on time, taking care and handle business. When men just say, don't worry, I'll get it done later. We had Bill Clinton, President Obama. They were not able to solve all America's problem. Yeah, they were able to do certain things right. But you have the Congress, we have the House, and you have the Senate. If the majority is not Democrat, then they take over. So before these idiots open their mouth, they need to know how the government works, period. If you don't know the level or comment of chain, how it comes in order for you to make comments and having a lot of idiots listening to you, don't open your mouth. Don't say a lot of dumb shit that could impact the election in a negative way. Because at the end of the day, you are not going to pay the rent for these idiots that are going to listen to you to vote for former President Donald Trump. Will not change their life in any type of way. One thing black people have to remember, and I don't know how can I say that to make sure they get that. You had a stimulus check many times from former President Donald Trump because we had a fucking pandemic. Please forgive me for cursing. We had a pandemic, coronavirus. If there is no other pandemic, you will not get a check from this man. I feel like a lot of people want him to be there for specific reasons. The checks, the stimulus checks, and some of them say, well, when he was there, the stock market and the crypto market was doing better. That's a goddamn lie. You could go and follow the record. You see, the thing is, people are so ignorant. If you want to compare somebody's record, go do some research, do some due diligence. Go back and see how things were in the 4 years this former president was there. Who did he give a tax credit to? The millionaires, the billionaires, his friend. So how can you say, oh, it was better, the economy was better when this man was there, when he added $8 trillion to the deficit? Like, damn, I hate that. I hate, as a black woman, to see black people are being so ignorant and dumb and stupid. Please forgive me for saying it like that. Not all black people, but some of them. I saw this interview after the speech VP Kamala Harris gave at the DNC, when supposedly CNN interviewed those people to see if they had changed their mind. Supposedly they were supposed to be undecided voters. And now I found out, thanks to Midas Touch, great group of YouTubers, Ben specifically, now they found out that Brian guy was already a decided voter. He knew all along he's a MAGA. He wanted to vote for former President Donald Trump. No matter what VP Kamala Harris said, it would have never changed his mind in any type of way. So why would you waste my time and all the viewers' time to hear this fool, this idiot, saying, well, I give her a C. I don't care what she said. Yeah, the speech was good, but I'm still voting for former President Donald Trump. This person was already a decided voter. Why would you bring him into that crap? You know, that's why now all those TV network are losing their viewers. And people are going where there was no bias. They're going on YouTube, then Instagram, on Twitter, where they just click on the people they can trust, they can believe. Because you make us believe this guy was a undecided voter. And at the end of the day, realizing the guy all alone, the interviewer knew the guy was a Trumpist, was a MAGA. Why would you do that? It just don't make no sense. Let me try to finish this. Jermaine Dupri gets absolutely cooked for his take on Kamala Harris' lack of action. She's not the president. What kind of action do you think she's going to take? There was a limit. There was a line you don't cross as the VP. As many folks told Jermaine Dupri on Twitter, Kamala Harris can't fix every U.S. issues with a wave of her hand as VP. Jermaine Dupri recently issued a hot take via Twitter about Kamala Harris's perceived inefficiency as a political figure in the White House. And the replies were quite scorching. Real quick, I want to talk about the DNC. He began, I feel like the DNC has been going amazing, but I also feel like tonight Kamala Harris has a pretty difficult job, right? And it's interesting because the Republican correspondent that's been doing the roundup after the DNC has ended every night. He asked the question that I kind of asked Kamala when we had our second meeting. You know, the fact that she's in office right now, she's in the White House right now. Jermaine Dupri feels like VP Kamala Harris should step in and take over right now and do what President Joe Biden's supposed to do. And in reality, it's not like that. She's not the president yet. You can put her at fault when she becomes president and when she doesn't do what she said she was going to do. But right now, she's applying for the job, you dumbass. How can you blame her for something that's not in her hands, you know? She's the second woman in charge, not the president. So I don't understand the logic behind the whole goddamn shit. And the guy, he said, what makes y'all believe that she's going to get this stuff done? If she becomes president, if she's already in the White House, Jermaine Dupri pondered. And it's a tricky question because I asked Kamala basically the same thing, right? In so many words. I asked her, as the vice president, why they don't let her talk when Biden seems like he needed someone to speak for him. I thought that's what the whole of the vice president was. Please forgive me on that one. I thought that's what the role of the vice president was. To help the president check out the criticisms of the stake, as well as his full statement and the Instagram post below. Let me tell you something. Jermaine Dupri is not living a daily American's life, a 9 to 5, paycheck to paycheck. He's living rent free. So who are we to listen to a fool like that? And I wish he would have done his homework before he opened his big mouth, say some dumbass shit. Because for some reason, some ignorant people will really listen to him and not voting for VP Kamala Harris because she's in the White House and not doing a certain thing that she has no control of. Again, I hate when celebrities come out, open their big mouth without even having an idea. What is it like living daily, struggling, living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing if the bills will be covering this month or next month? Just shut the hell up and have a seat and enjoy your rent free and shut up. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.